Hey guys, and welcome to another Saturday Mega Wellness. I'm Del with the Mega Sports. I'm happy to welcome you again every Saturday morning for a great time. We are live on Facebook. I'm looking over to my notes today because we have a lot of things happening today. Today's going to be a fun day. I am sharing all of my Insta Faves. So I have asked my team, and then I've gone through our pages, and I just have a few really great partners and community organizations that I want to speak about today. So today's a fun day. I get to navigate. I'm actually, you guys can't see it, but I'm actually navigating a lot more of the show today than I'm used to. So if I screw up, it's definitely my fault, not our producer who's also in Raleigh in another location producing the show live. So today we'll talk about our Insta Faves. We've got some fun things that we're going to share with you. We do have some videos that we'll show as well with my Insta Faves. And then of course we will I'll always take you through a mega news. We've got some great things happening that's happening in the stores. We are here for wellness. So we've got Dr. Sankey from TruMotion Therapy. He is going to join us again. He's got a great video. We're actually going to, in my Insta Faves, we're going to actually jump over to his page because I keep telling you guys you need to be following this page. So I'll actually take you through his page during the Insta Faves or Insta Fave segment, and then we'll play a really great video that he just recently did. And then, of course, I want to give you guys an update on our On contest. Earlier this week in our emails, we sent out, and on social, we sent out a On contest where you can win a pair of On running shoes. This is in response to last Saturday where we had Sam from On join us. He talked about the fantastic project that On was working on called, it's actually a documentary called Run that world debuted on YouTube that Saturday, last Saturday. And we followed up with a fun, easy, watch the video, take the quiz, enter to win a fantastic chance to win a Mega Sports gift cards, On running shoes, just some fun things. So I want to give you guys an update on that contest. We've had several folks enter, but we are going until the end of the month. So you have a few more days to enter. So I want to kind of recap that when I get to our Insta Faves segment, okay? All right, so today I'm going to start sharing my screen here. I am going to take you guys through a mega news. But before I talk about my first subject, I want to let you guys know that right now, obviously in the state of North Carolina, we are required to start wearing our face masks. I'm not going to wear this through the whole show, but I want to show you that we've been wearing, I don't know if this is straight or not, but anyways, you guys get the idea. We are wearing our masks. We've been wearing them since we've reopened. Obviously, we want to protect our customers as much as we obviously want to protect ourselves. So we've been wearing our mask. And of course, now we're kindly asking all of our shoppers, when you're in a Mega Sports, we are open. When you're in a Mega Sports, that you also wear your mask. We do have them available. If you do happen to walk out of the house, I've done it. As much as I've tried to be very cautious and very courteous to others, I sometimes do run out of the house without my mask, and then I'm like, crap, where do I get a mask? So when you do come to Mega Sports, we're not in a position to say, hey, we don't want your business. We definitely want to welcome you in. We do have masks available at a very affordable price if you just ask one of our active play experts. So the goal is to keep you shopping, keep you motivated, keep you staying safe, but we definitely want to ask that you wear your mask when you do shop with us. And then of course, if you do happen to have if you don't have them or you've forgotten them, we do have them available for very low cost. I think it's like less than $5 or maybe $5. So just talk to an active play expert, continue to shop. And then of course, while you're in the store, continue to keep practicing safe social distancing. We've got a rule of 6 feet apart. We've set up the store to make sure that we help guide you through any kind of shopping experience. So we've been having fun with our safety guidelines. I'm going to take you through kind of some information where you can find more about our safety guidelines. But first, I want to jump into my first Insta Fave today, which is from our store in Arboretum in Charlotte. They have had some fun with our safety procedures. So I want to quickly play a fun video that they put out on Instagram probably a few weeks ago.
Wipe it down. Wipe it down.
Just a fun, quick little video. We not only started out with reopening with some very critical safety measures, but we also we definitely want to make sure that we're we're continuously re-encouraging our staff to just stay on top of it. So if you're interested in what we're doing, we've got a safetyfirstomegasports.com. So safetyfirst.omegasports lists all of our details of what we're doing. I'm actually going to go ahead and try to share my screen with you guys today so you can see where we are listing all of the great things that we're doing. Let's see if I can get my screen up here. All right. Good job, Dell. All right. So if you go to safetyfirst.omegasports.com, this is where we have loaded all of our safety procedures, all the things that we're doing in our stores. As you can see, we've got the update here that according to the state and in accordance with the state and our local safety officials, we actually started on the 25th. We're kindly asking our shoppers to wear a mask. So again, you can read more about it on our website. It's safetyfirst.omegasports.com. It'll give you reopening store hours. I know a lot of folks are constantly asking what stores are open. This site tells you everything that you need to know, what our hours of operations are, which stores are actually open. If you kind of scroll through it here, it's a really great site that our team put together just to keep people informed. And then it'll tell you about our safety procedures, our enhanced safety procedures. There's a lot of information here, and a lot of it is common sense things that we've always done, but we want to make sure if we put it on the World Wide Web that we can hold ourselves accountable. You can come into our stores and you can feel very safe knowing that our team is following a safety protocol that is really for today's times, not just what we've always been doing. It really is important that we keep each other safe. So that's number one in our Omega news. I wanted to make sure that you guys knew we've always been practicing good social distancing in our stores. We've been regulating how many people can come into the store at any given moment. We don't want to get too many people in their stores. And then, of course, we've been wearing our mask and cleaning continuously. But today, we just want to remind folks to kindly wear their mask or bring their mask when they come to Omega Sports. And then, of course, if you don't, we have some available for you in stores to shop. Okay? All right. So the other big news, and the reason that I want to make sure bring your mask, is because this weekend, you definitely want to make it out to Omega Sports. All week, we've been sending out information to let you guys know that we have moved up our mega sale. Typically, our big annual mega sale happens closer to back to school time at the end of summer, but with the amount of merchandise that we were ready for spring and obviously the spring sports, we have a lot of things that we want to give you the opportunity to get before it gets way too late. So we have moved up our mega sale. So it really is our kickstart to our 4th of July. We kind of combined what was our 4th of July holiday sale with a mega sale. So we've got savings up to 40% off, and we've got major categories 40% off. And then, of course, we've got a dedicated page that I'm kind of going through here to show you. Again, beachwear, 40% off. We're talking board shorts, summer tees. If you are getting out there and you want some relaxed, fun, great brands, now's the time to go in stores to Omega Sports to enjoy 40% off our beachwear. Sandals are also included in that. So just make sure you go out to the stores. This mega sale is only going to be in stores. So that's another reason why going to a neighborhood sports store is going to be critical and important, because we don't offer these types of savings online. We do have a lot of customers outside of North Carolina that shop with us online, but this is a North Carolina neighborhood sports store special. Big mega sale, our annual sale, biggest sale of the year is happening now. So 40% off beachwear, 40% off insulated, or up to, I should say, 40% off insulated drinkware. So those are obviously critical right now when you're out there in the heat. Today is going to be a pretty hot day. Get your insulated drinkware. We've got several brands on sale, some of them up to 40% off. So you're going to see a variation of prices there, but a lot of them are on sale. So now is the time to get that. And as you can see, you can just go to megasale.omegasports.com. For all of our running fans, we've got a lot of shoes already on sale, as you guys probably already are aware of. And we have a lot of previous season shoes that are currently on clearance. So we're going to give you an extra 10% off on running shoes, which is a fantastic deal. Typically, we do a coupon offer, but we went ahead and just took all of the shoes down an additional 10% off. So again, go into the stores, see what's on those tables, ask those active play experts in our stores, what's on sale, what's the best price for these particular shoes, and then just know that you're going to get during our mega sale an extra 10% off. And of course, all of this comes with our faster rewards. You guys have heard us talk about that several times. So as you're racking up your savings, just know you're also racking up your rewards. So if you are spending $50, you're going to get $5 in rewards. If you spend 100, you get 10. So this is a no-brainer. When you are an active an active individual in North Carolina, going to your neighborhood sports store, taking advantage of these types of savings, knowing that you're going to get more rewards back is critical. And then, of course, we've got, like I said earlier, we've got a lot of sports merchandise in our stores right now. So 40% off on baseball, 40% off on soccer. If you got young kids that are playing these sports or have not been able to play those sports due to the pandemic, now's the time to kind of rack up on those savings. That merchandise was in our stores while we were shut down, and now it's time to get them back out on the field. We want everyone to be safe, but we definitely want to make sure that this merchandise doesn't go to waste and that we give you guys the best opportunity at that merchandise. And then, of course, we've got 30% off on all of our on specialty running shoes for tennis and volleyball. We had a great season planned for tennis, and we had a great season planned for volleyball, and we had a lot of footwear. So if you are a tennis player or a volleyball player, now is the time to take an extra 30% off. And some of those shoes are already on sale. So we're talking an additional 30% off on your tennis and volleyball footwear. So again, I'm not going to be your expert. I'm just the guy that shares the information. So go to your neighborhood sports store and you will ask an active play expert, and they will take you right to those sales and those immediate opportunities. Again, the sale goes on until July 5th, but because it is our annual mega sale, which is our biggest sale of the year, I would encourage you guys to take advantage of a great weekend like this weekend before it gets too late, before a lot of the supplies run out, a lot of the sizes that you wish that we had next weekend, you should have got them this weekend. Don't wait. Go ahead and take advantage of the sale now. These types of deals just don't get replenished. So just make sure that you make some time, if you can, to come out to Mega Sports. I also want to take you to our website here. So our beautiful website that our team continues to keep improving is showcasing this week a special, this is kind of our online mega offer. So if you are a Brooks fan, if you are an active enthusiast and you're out there running and you're out there playing and you're enjoying life, Brooks Apparel is a fantastic apparel line that we carry online and then in some select stores. So this is going to be a site-wide sale, online only. Apparel is 25% off. If you happen to be in one of our stores that they actually do have Brooks Apparel, we do have a couple that are flooded, or I should say, enhanced with the Brooks Apparel. They'll also be able to take it 25% off as well. But in most stores, the best opportunity for us to get your Brooks Apparel is going to be online. So I see Carol. I see she's in our chat room. She says Brooks is the bomb. Carol, I invite you to not only take advantage of the shoes that are on sale for Brooks, but also take advantage of the Brooks Apparel. They've got a great line of apparel. Definitely take advantage of our site-wide sale, which is 25% off. And then just real quick, I'm not going to keep talking about my beautiful website here, but I do want to point out that we've got some fresh off the truck shoes here. If you are feeling more patriotic, we still have some more of those Brooks Launch 7s available. Just want to make sure you guys know about that. That's the one right here, the red, white, and blue here, Brooks Launch 7. It's the Run USA Victory Collection. Take a look at that. But really, what I want to make sure that you guys are aware of is that we've done a lot of work on making sure that we are enhancing all of the running brands that we have. So we've created these, what I call fan brand boxes. So what you'll see when you go to megasports.com is you're going to see some dedicated efforts now to all these brands to make sure that you're getting the most, the latest and the best deals on your particular favorite brand. So we've created these fan boxes for you so that if you click on them, or if you're shopping with those brands, you can be easily connected through all of the brands offerings on our website. So real quick, I'm going to just point out the Sankey fans. This is a brand that we've carried a long time. We've definitely seen a resurgence of popularity for Sankey, so we have started to enhance our online offerings with Sankey as more. So the Hurricane 22, I just want to quickly take you to that page real quick. We've got some new styles that have hit the website, but more importantly, what you're going to see is an opportunity to get instantly connected to anything that we have going on with Sankey. So it's just easy navigation from your phone or from a desktop. It's something new, and probably I'm being a little bit more geeky about because of the digital side of me. But it is important that you guys know that we are working really hard on our online store just as much as we work hard on our in-store opportunities as well. So again, you can go to megasports.com, check out all of the fun, great new deals like Brooks Apparel, 25% off. Check out your fan boxes. If you're a fan, if you're a Brooks fan, Carol, you can click on that Brooks button, which is what started the fandom opportunities for all of us. That Brooks button has paid off a lot. A lot of folks get the latest and greatest by hitting that Brooks button, which is conveniently located right here on our screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. It looks like my face is covering that. There you go. So click that button and you're going to get the latest and greatest. We have a team that actually sits there and looks at what's available, what's not available, updates on a 24-hour basis. And then, of course, those fan boxes that I mentioned below. All right. So enough about me being a geek on our website, but thank you for shopping online with us. Let's go ahead and jump into our Insta Faves. So real quick, I want to start off my Insta Faves segment here with actually a video we played and we posted on our own Instagram site. This was in the beginning of the pandemic. And certainly there's been a lot of fun videos that have been out and released, but because I'm a pet lover, I wanted to share my favorite. And when we shared it, we got a lot of love on this video. So I'm going to kick off my Insta Faves segment with this fantastic pandemic just-in-time video.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. I didn't get why Mom was suddenly always inside. My daily naps were now cut short and sneaking on your bed was done. There's no more barking at the mailman. What's a dog supposed to do for fun? But now you're home, and it's pretty fun. We played fetch for 7 hours in the backyard in the sun. I get belly rubs and treats, I never have to hold my pee. I don't know what a pandemic is, but it sure is good for me. So let's go, let's walk out the door. We've already had 4 walks a day and we'll probably do 3 more. In a time of stress you can rely on man's best friend. And well, I hope the world recovers. I'll be sad when this all ends. On the bright side, the pets will thrive. Every day that you are here with me is the best day of my life. If you stay, I won't eat all your shoes. I'll even stop the indoor poos. The pets will thrive. The pets will thrive. Hey, hey.
Hey. All right. Well, again, just a fun video. I think it's probably very true for a lot of the pets that are out there. They're enjoying folks being at home. So maybe there was a little bit of a silver lining to some of the at-home requirements that are out there to stay safe. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that fun video. All right, so I'm going to jump into my Instagram here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screen here. Carol, thank you. She says that I pronounced Sankey correctly. Hopefully I did. I should be able to do that, but sometimes I mess up. So I appreciate folks always either acknowledging that I did it correct or definitely telling me when I did it wrong. All right, so we are on our page now. Okay, so the first page that I wanted to showcase for you guys, and I'm going to do this quick search here, is a page that is on Instagram. It's called Uproar NC. So if you're not familiar with the Uproar, you may be familiar with this group and what they support. So the Uproar is a supporters group that is solely around the NC Courage. So that is our professional women's soccer team that is here in Raleigh, or supports North Carolina. They are a big deal if you didn't realize that. And so there's a supporters group that we certainly enjoy following and showing support to. Some folks on the Omega team are part of the Uproar, so I wanted to give them a quick shout out. But really, I wanted to start with this page because there is some really big news that I want you guys to know about. So when we are talking about the NC Courage, again, this is the supporter groups page, but the NC Courage is a fantastic team. They are the defending MWSL champions. They are, the news today, if you didn't know, they are playing on CBS at 12:30 today. So yes, team sports are back. In fact, the NC Courage is the first professional team. This is going to be the first professional team sport to return to live television. So if you've been like a lot of us, been out there just kind of trying to figure out what to do with all this extra time without having team sports, I encourage you guys to watch and support the NC Courage today. They're going to be on CBS at 12:30. I want to make sure you guys get the right information. So 12:30 on CBS, it will be live. Again, this is a great return to professional team sports. North Carolina's own defending NWSL champions will be playing. You can catch fantastic superstars like Crystal Dunn, Sam Mewes, Abby Dahlkemper, sorry, Jess McDonald, Lindsey Horan, and so many more stars. I mean, you're talking, we are so lucky to have superstars of soccer on this team. And then, of course, they'll be playing another team that has some other World Cup players as well. But that is why we definitely want to make sure that we're showing our support. I know I get held accountable a lot from our own team by making sure that we are supporting women's sports, that we are supporting women's soccer. And it's really a no-brainer for North Carolinians because we have to be proud and we have to shout about the fantastic the women that are these dynamic athletes that are out there just dominating the sport right now. I mean, we really should be proud. We should hold our heads up high and really support the fantastic athletes that make up the NC Courage in that organization. And then real quickly, I want to give the Uproar a shout out because they've got a special event. I'm going to go ahead and click. So this is their page. So obviously it's a fairly brand new supporters group that was recently started to support the NC Courage, but they've got a fantastic event coming up that I want to give a quick shout out to. So they have an event called It's Pride, y'all. So this being Pride Month, the NC Courage, the supporters group for the NC Courage have come together. So there is the Uproar, and then they've got the Dead Whale Society that supports kind of all supporter groups within North Carolina. They've come together to put together a fantastic live stream event called It's Pride, y'all. So again, this is a live stream virtual event that's going to happen on July 3rd from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The proceeds, if you buy tickets, because it is a ticketed event, you buy tickets, go to the LGBT Center of Raleigh and the Human Rights Campaign. So it is a worthwhile, fun event that you can enjoy. A lot of us are looking forward to a lot of virtual events because unfortunately we can't go out and celebrate like we used to. So these virtual events are popping up, and this is one that I think has a lot of meaning to a lot of folks out there. So I want to give a shout out to the Uproar and the Oak City supporters for really kind of showing, I said Dead Whale Society, I apologize, the Oak City supporters for really putting together this fantastic event. I know a lot of work went into it, so I want to give them an opportunity to showcase that. So again, buy tickets, you're not just watching a show. A lot of these shows come with a lot of perks. So I want to quickly put a spotlight on what you're going to get. So they've got these fantastic t-shirts called It's Pride, y'all. So kind of celebrating the actual event. You get a t-shirt, you get great stickers, some fun things that you can enjoy. It's called a Pride Pack. So with every purchase of entrance to the event, you get a nice little Pride Pack. And again, those proceeds go to those worthwhile charities. And then what I love is that they've got some really creative folks on their team. I definitely do not, I'm not one of those creative people because I sit in awe of the work that they've done. So if you are looking for ways to continue to show your pride and then be connected to these great organizations, they've got some t-shirts on sale. So these are t-shirts that you can buy and wear beyond the virtual event and beyond Pride Month, but there are some fun t-shirts that are available that I want to give a quick little moment for you guys to take a look at because it is fun. And if you're looking to check out more about this actual virtual event, or you want to go ahead and get your Pride Pack or buy a t-shirt, you can go to pride.uproarnc.com. All right. So again, a couple of highlights there I wanted to start out with is the Uproar is a fantastic supporters group that solely is dedicated to supporting the NC Courage, which is obviously a major team here in North Carolina, a very decorated championship team that we should all be getting around or getting behind and showing a bunch of love to. And then, of course, today at 12:30 on CBS, they are playing live because team sports are back, and it starts with the NC Courage, their game today. So 12:30 at CBS, make sure you enjoy that team sport back live in action. Okay, I'm going to go back to our Instagram page. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up our first Instagram page that I want to highlight here. And that's really because timing is always great. They put out a sweet post yesterday supporting our mega influencer, Deanna. who I'll talk about in a second. But Pizza Peel Run Club at Matthews. These guys do a fantastic job. We've got some ambassadors that are huge fans of Omega that always show us support and love. And so we want to show Pizza Peel Run Club at Matthews some love as well. So this is a fantastic group of Charlotte folks that get together. I'm going to show you a quick little picture here that get together on a regular basis, just for the love of running. They keep each other motivated. They share enthusiasm for the sport of running, and then they really just have fun. So it really is a great gathering opportunity. Now, they do practice safety, but they are absolutely having a good time when they can. So that's important. They go through and they celebrate all the great things that run clubs obviously do. But Deanna got a special shout out yesterday because it is her birthday, or yesterday was her birthday. So she is celebrating her birthday weekend. And Pizza Peel, obviously, she being their ambassador, they gave her some love. I loved this photo because obviously she is wearing our Omega hat there, always representing Omega in a very positive and fantastic way. So if you are in that area, feel free to make sure that you are supporting them. Obviously, with business not being open, these run clubs keep the brand alive, keep the enthusiasm alive. So definitely continue to keep showing your support for local businesses like Pizza Peel. All right, so I'm going to click on Deanna. This is my little rabbit hole that I go down. So Deanna is one of our Omega influencers. You guys have seen her on our Insta stories. You've seen her on our posts. She's been at several events in the Charlotte area. She's fantastic. She is a local ER nurse. She is a CrossFitter. She is a run club ambassador. She is very connected to all of the running enthusiasm that is out there in the Charlotte area. So we're very proud to have her. I just wanted to spotlight her page. She is always sharing good, positive vibes out there. If you can only imagine being an ER nurse dealing in today's day of coronavirus and pandemic concerns and just overall health concerns that an ER sees on a regular basis, and then to keep smiling and going out there and promoting activity and safety. I think the world of Deanna, so I want to just give her a great birthday wish for this weekend. So hopefully she's having a good time. All right, so that's our mega influencer Deanna, and we've got some other ones that we'll pull up in a second. All right. But when we talk about run clubs, or when we talk about runners in general in Charlotte, one of the pages that I encourage everyone to go and check out has got to be Run Charlotte Run. So that's Run CLT Run. This is a fantastic page. I only heard about this page through our ambassadors and our influencers, but I started to slowly follow them. This is a page that is completely dedicated to making sure that folks know what clubs are out there that you can join, what races are out there, really just kind of the pulse of what's happening in the Charlotte running community. They do a fantastic job. I personally have not had a chance to meet the creator of this page. I know Deanna has tried to sync us up several times, so maybe when I'm in Charlotte again, I can finally sync up. But I want to just show love. I want to show love and appreciation because not only do they do a great job for runners in our community, but they also do a great job supporting Omega. So just a quick shout out to Run Charlotte Run. Fantastic page. They keep you informed. They keep you motivated. They keep you inspired. Just some fantastic coverage that they do. They connect folks. They've got these weekly wrap-ups that they do where you get to kind of see what has happened in the various run clubs that they're involved in, or other pages that they're involved in. They're very inspiring. So I definitely give a shout out and kind of bow down to the fantastic social wizardry of Charlotte, or Run Charlotte Run. So if you are looking to follow them, you can go to at Run CLT Run. Again, another fantastic page. There's also a website, runcltrun.com. All right, so I'm going to take a breath here because now if we're in Charlotte, there's no way that I can skip over Dr. Sankey. So I told you he's going to be doing obviously a wellness segment with us. He is actually going to be live with us on, I think it's July 11th. I think we'll confirm that date soon. But he'll be back with us to do a live Ask Me Anything session where he'll get to, or Ask the Expert section, or segment where you'll get to ask him direct questions. But he's taken a lot of those questions and he's created some great content. I've talked about this on several of our shows. If you look at his page, I mean, it is just inundated with videos, quick videos, long form videos, all kinds of great content. A lot of runners, a lot of folks in the area are following his page. I encourage you guys, if you're not in that area, if you're not able to go see him as a true chiropractor, that is no reason not to follow his page. He does fantastic work. He is top of the game of his profession, and he is approachable and people love him. So we are super excited to have him as a wellness premium partner. But if you go to his page, again, lots of great content. You can go to @TruMotion Therapy. It's very simple. Just go to @TruMotion Therapy. You can follow his page. I know last week was giving away some Mega Sports gift cards. Guess what? I think he's got more that he's going to be giving away. And if not, I'll give him more to give away. Because I really do want to make sure you guys are really enjoying the content that he puts together. And then if you know people in the South Charlotte area, certainly encourage them to go see Dr. Sankey and his team there, because they do some fantastic work. I'm going to go ahead and pause and drink some Diet Coke now while we get ready to watch a video that he put out a few days ago that is titled "My Hip is Out." So it's a great video. It's really in depth. Enjoy it.
Today we're going to be talking about what it means when it feels like your hip is out. We're also going to go over some things that you can do about it. So as a chiropractor, I hear people coming in frequently saying, yeah, you know, my hip's out, or it feels like my hip's out. But what does that actually mean? What does that look like? So we're going to go into that a bit. First, we need to establish what the hip actually is. So anatomically speaking, the hip is this joint right here. It's where the thigh bone, which we call the femur, meets the pelvic girdle, specifically this little socket called the acetabulum. Now the hip is a ball and socket joint. The hip joint itself is pretty stable. So for you to actually dislocate, for you to bring this joint out, it usually requires a good bit of trauma, in which case you're not coming to see me, you're usually going to an orthopedist or the ER, because it can be quite painful. So, but what can happen? Why would it feel like this joint is out, or why would it feel like it's off? Well, there's several other things that can be going on. You can have some stickiness or some immobility of that joint, which can lead to an altered perception of that joint from your brain. It just may feel like, oh, there's just something off there. We can also have tightness of the surrounding musculature around that hip as well, which again will alter our brain's perception of this area of the body. So the hip is right where it should be. It's not out. It doesn't need to be corrected in any kind of anatomical form. It may just be tightness of the joint capsule. It may be tightness of the surrounding musculature. Additionally, when people talk about the hip, they could be talking about the SI joint right here. Sometimes people come in and they say, yeah, my hip's out, and they point right to that joint. Now, you could consider this part of the kind of low back hip complex, but the SI joint is actually the lower part of the spine, and it is where your hip bone, this ilium right here, meets your sacrum, which some people may call the tailbone. The SI joint itself is a pretty large joint as far as surface area goes, but it does not move a lot. It only gets millimeters of movement. It also doesn't become misaligned, or it certainly doesn't go out. It's a very stable joint in that regard. It has some big ligaments that lay right over that joint. It also has some good musculature around it. So similar to the hip joint, we can get some stickiness, we can get some tightness within the joint itself. We can get some tightness of the ligaments or muscles surrounding that joint, which can give that altered perception of the joint itself. So again, these joints typically do not become misaligned or they don't go out without significant trauma to them. So in your day-to-day just kind of hip joint tightness or that off feeling, there's nothing truly off about it. It may just be tightness of the joint capsule, tightness of the ligaments around it, or tightness of the muscles. So what do we do in that case? We simply need to move, stretch, and explore the range of movement within those joints themselves, and that's what we're about to go over right now. We're going to start off by taking the hip through an active range of motion, really trying to work on hitting the far corners of our movement in this little drill here. So we're going to start on all fours. I want you to do your best, keep your core nice and tight so it's just your hip moving. We don't want any spinal movement with this at all. So we're going to start with the left side. You're going to lift your leg out into a fire hydrant position, like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Then you're going to kick it back into a donkey kick and then bring it forward. Then we're going to reverse the movement, donkey kick, fire hydrant, and down. And I really want you, like I said, push to the far ranges of movement within that hip without compromising your spinal position. And that's going to help you scour that hip and give you nice full range of movement of that joint. Now that we've worked through the hip, we're going to turn our attention to the SI joint. Now remember, the SI joint doesn't move a lot. So this is not a stretch for that joint. This is just a mobilization to get us moving through this area right here, and it may relieve some tension through the SI joint as well. So what you're going to do, you're going to start standing. The side you want to focus on, you're going to lift that knee, take your opposite hand to diagonally pull that knee up and in. Hold for a second, and then drop it back down. On the other side, you're going to do the same thing. Bring that knee up. Use your opposite hand to pull that knee up and in. Working on keeping all of this nice and still, so we're focusing the movement through here, trying to open this area up right here.
All right, as always, we want to thank Dr. Sankey for producing such fantastic content, for allowing us to reshare it on our weekly show. Again, I think we've got him scheduled in the next couple of weeks to do an actual live Ask the Experts segment. So I'll send out some information about that very soon. All right, let's jump into some more Insta Faves real quick. I've been talking too much, so I'm going to jump in and go fast. So we can't talk about our mega influencers without showing and talking about our fantastic Alicia Ryder, who is a decorated runner in our triad community, actually through a lot of the North Carolina community. So Alicia is a fantastic runner. She's a run coach. She works with youth runners. And then really, she's just a fantastic ambassador. If you have a chance, if you've seen her on our pages, I definitely encourage you to check out, it's at RA Runner Girl 262. That's at RA Runner Girl 262. She's got a really inspiring story. She is definitely an encouraging coach. She will help you stay motivated. She is the ultimate cheerleader for anybody that's out there trying to take that first step forward when they start running, all the way through that regular runner that's trying to hit that top part of their performance. So I definitely encourage you to check out Alicia. And then Alicia is also a fantastic ambassador for a brand called Shred 415, who also is a fantastic wellness partner for our show. I do want to spend some time just real quick talking about Shred 415, especially the Greensboro location. We've had Steve, who's the franchise owner, on the show, along with Alicia and some other trainers, really building up excitement to get this fitness studio open. I would encourage anybody that's in the triad market, in the Greensboro market specifically, to go ahead and follow this page. They've been doing virtual workouts. They've been doing everything they can possibly do to keep people moving and keep people motivated. If you can see, they're outdoors. They're doing beautiful events. This is in the Friendly Center location where their fitness studio will be opening. They had hoped to open, but obviously with the news of phase 3 now being postponed, they've got another 3 weeks. So we just want to send some love to all the shredders out there that are excited and ready to wait, or can't wait to get into the fitness studio. We feel your pain. We know that you're excited. I know Steve has personally extended some great deals. So originally the studio was going to be opening, so their kind of pre-opening deals were going to expire, and now it looks like they've extended. So you have a few more weeks to jump on some fantastic pricing if you're interested in joining Shred 415. But I encourage everyone, whether you're in the Greensboro market or not, to go to Shred 415 underscore Greensboro. That's at Shred 415 underscore Greensboro. Is their handle, because they put a lot of content together. So you'll see Alicia, you'll see some of their other trainers actually doing free workouts, virtual workouts where you can just follow along. It's easy, and you get a great workout, and you get to stay motivated and moving, because they're very motivating. If you know anything about Shred 415, you know they're all about motivation. So they're not open yet, but stay tuned. They're going to be opening soon, and continue to keep following them on Instagram. All right, I'm going to jump over to another brand that you guys may not have heard of. A lot of people have, but we haven't really talked about it at Omega. These are good friends of mine, but I definitely wanted to make sure if I'm going to talk about Insta Faves, I have to talk about who's doing it really well. So Canine underscore performance, that's at Canine underscore performance, is a dog training page. They've got a website. They are dog trainers. Natalie runs the company. She is fantastic. If you are looking for great content, if you've got a pet, we're out there moving more, we're out there enjoying the outdoors more. As you saw with our cute video in the beginning of the show, our pets are obviously taking full advantage of that. So if you're out there and you're running and you want to make sure that you have great control of your pet, your dog especially, training them and teaching them is not always going to be an easy thing to do. That's where you have to call in the professionals. So I would say definitely Canine Performance is my choice for great content. If you go through their page, you'll see they very in-depth posts. They break down different training elements. They do a lot of great videos to help you make sure that you're getting the most out of your time with your dog. Just fantastic. I mean, very motivating, very practical, and really high level of expertise that I would encourage you guys to check out. I think they're fantastic. They've been in our stores. We've actually done some things with them, but you'll see a lot more of Canine Performance in the coming weeks, because this is definitely a part of the wellness side of things that we want to play up. We know that getting out there and having fun can also mean fun with your dog as well. So perhaps the coaches and the trainers over at Canine Performance can help with that. So definitely check them out. It's at Canine underscore performance. All right, we're going to jump into a brand that I know everybody has heard of. And I'm going to also talk about some fun news. So let's see if my screen will change. All right. So Cheerwine, one of North Carolina's favorites. We are great partners with. Last year we did a Cheerwine cool down. We may be doing that in a different way coming up. So stay tuned for that. But Cheerwine is a great North Carolina brand. I know everyone loves Cheerwine, so I wanted to make sure if you're not already following them, it looks like a lot of people are, but if you're not already following them, make sure you follow them. And more importantly, make sure you're following them now, because they are currently going through or launching their uniquely Southern summer contest. So this is a chance for you guys to win great prizes from a lot of great partners of Cheerwine, including Omega Sports. So if you're looking to win something, some fun Cheerwine hats and shirts and actual Cheerwine bottles delivered, you can always go online and check them out. I'm going to click over to their page here. So this uniquely Southern Summer Contest has launched. It's a fun campaign. If you're following it online, definitely make sure you do. They've got weekly prizes. Every week they're giving away something. So we're in that rotation. So you'll see some prizes coming through from Omega Sports as well, because we're great partners of Cheerwine. So just make sure you can go to cheerwine.com for more details, or of course you can follow their page. It's actually at Drink Cheerwine. So it's at Drink Cheerwine is their page. Follow them. They've got some fun things. So their uniquely Southern Summer Contest is in full effect. Weekly prizes every single week. Make sure you check it out. All right. And then speaking of Cheerwine, I know a while ago you guys heard about a fantastic local page called NC Eat and Play. This is a fantastic page that helps folks find great places to discover, both for food and for activity. So Megan is a great partner of Omega Sports. She has been highlighted a couple of times with Omega Sports. This page is a delicious, like just fantastic page to take a look at. If you are looking for places to, right now you may not be able to go out and eat like we used to, but you certainly can discover great local restaurants that are offering curbside service, offering great options for you. Megan does a fantastic job. She curates this page. She puts out a lot of great effort into finding great opportunities. I mean, there's so much good food here. I encourage you to go to @NC Eat and Play to follow this page. She just hit 10,000 followers, so hopefully some of you guys have already followed her, but she's got some fantastic things. And again, there's nothing like supporting local businesses now, especially the restaurant industry. And so brands like NC Eat and Play really continue to keep the spotlight on those companies that are currently operating in a lot of ways, operating in very minimal ways just to keep something going. And so when you see a social page like NC Eat and Play kind of put a spotlight on them, that just helps them. That helps with their phone orders, that helps with their curbside pickups, that just helps. So there are some fantastic, delicious options out there that I encourage you guys to check out. And you can always use NC Eat and Play as a great source. But I want to kind of pause on this fantastic post here because there is some fun news here. So NC Eat and Play and Cheerwine have gotten together, and they are going to be hosting a fantastic virtual event. I think it's called the Southern. I'm going to actually go to the page. How about that? Let's just go right to the page. So it's called the Southern Streaming Soiree. So they're partnering with Cheerwine for a virtual event that will happen on July 8th. It was previously scheduled, but now has been rescheduled on July 8th. So they'll be partnering with Cheerwine. Guess what, guys? I'm going to actually be on the show. I'm going to be cooking, apparently, with Cheerwine. I think my recipe is Cheerwine infused chicken thighs. So if there's no other reason but that, you have to check that out. So on July 8th, again, NC Eat and Play is having an event with Cheerwine. It streams live on Facebook. You can go to nceatandplay.com for more details. It's going to be a fun show. There are fun local restaurants that are going to be participating. Again, another way to keep folks really excited about supporting local. We'll be highlighting several local restaurants. Megan will be hosting and cooking as well. And then more importantly, here's some of the restaurants that are going to be highlighted. And then more importantly, we're going to have Megan teach us all how to take some fantastic food photography. So she's going to be sharing her ultimate foodie tips for all those folks that enjoy or miss going out and miss capturing those great foodie photos. This is an opportunity to just have fun online. So July 8th, join us at 6:30 p.m. where we are going to be cooking with Cheerwine. So that's nceatandplay.com for all the details. Again, like I said, unless I chicken out, I will be cooking live on camera, some Cheerwine infused chicken thighs, and I think probably some other recipes. So another great event that's happening virtually online. All right, so I'm going to keep moving on. I can't do my faves without talking about good old Ricky Prohl. So we obviously have been partnering. In fact, Mega Wellness itself started with a conversation with Ricky Prohl about how do we keep locals moving more and staying active. So I wanted to encourage you guys to follow Prolific Park. So it's at Prolific. That's PROEHLIFICPARK. Make sure you follow this page. This is a fantastic facility that is part of the dream that Ricky had post his NFL career to really give back to the community that supported him, which is Greensboro. It's a fantastic facility. There's so much great things that they've done for folks, both athletics, the fitness facilities that they have. They have a fantastic fitness facility. And then, of course, all of the youth and children's events and children's programs that they have there. And a lot of kids go there for after school. If you're interested in learning more about what they're doing, definitely follow their page, or you can go to prolificpark.com. The one reason I want you to follow their page is because they're continuously helping you stay active. So we'll have them on the show in in the coming weeks. But I definitely want you to know that when it comes to staying active and moving more, Prolific is all about that. So even though right now in phase 3 they're not able to open, which is a bummer for a lot of the Prolific folks that are a part of the membership there. I encourage you not to give up. I encourage you to continue to keep following and continue to keep moving. But go to this page. They've got fantastic workouts that they put up online. They've got great tips and ways that you can stay healthy and keep moving. It's a fantastic page put on by some really great folks over at Prolific. I mean, they've got some very loyal, dedicated team members that really, I think, are what neighborship is all about. Part of our mission with Mega Wellness is not just the wellness side, it's also about growing a greater neighborship. And there's no greater neighborship that I've seen from a community facility like I have with Prolific Park. So definitely make sure you get a chance to follow them. And there's some videos that we've done with Prolific that if you want to check out our Instagram page, you can. Some great content there. All right, so speaking of our page, I'm going to just go ahead and end with our page now. So, we thank you guys for following us. We try our best to stay. We've got a lot of moving parts, but we've got some fantastic folks in our active play team that helps send us photos, helps us stay connected to customers, helps kind of bringing those stories up to life. I'm just going to do a quick shout out for John here, who obviously always is a great fan of Omega. We love John. He's part of the Brooks Run Happy team. He's an ambassador for them. He does a great job. He is a great run club and just runner in the Charlotte community. But every time he goes into Omega, he likes to post about it. So I appreciate him tremendously. He's always decked out. If you look, he's always in his Brooks. You can always catch John in his Brooks there, and hopefully in an Omega hat as well. But yeah, this page is something that is very important to us. This is how we stay communicating with our customers. Obviously, your emails are obviously your top line communication, and then we want to have fun with you on social media. So we share things like what's happening in our stores. Today's email highlighted the fact that we are holiday ready with our mega sale. Our stores are getting ready. It is 4th of July. It's going to be a different type of 4th of July, but it doesn't have to be. If you go and you are looking for great things to do in your backyard, if you're looking to do things kind of self-isolating on a beach or a lake or a boat, we've got some great deals really for you to enjoy. So just another shot of some of our store activity there. And then today I want to end with what we ended with last week, which is we did a contest with On. We launched a contest this week that really, we hope, encourages folks to check out this run documentary that they did. Sam was on the show last week, and he talked about On's efforts to help refugees around the world. And more importantly, these runners that are refugees that have tremendous stories that are about perseverance and overcoming obstacles to really use the sport of running to help move them along in life and to excel in life. So it's a fantastic documentary. We world premiered it on last Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it was, on YouTube. It was about an hour, a little over an hour of your time, but it is so moving and so beautifully done. So kudos to the On team for doing such a beautiful job. I know we talked about it last week. It took 3 years to shoot this on multiple continents. So it is a huge effort. Being a storyteller myself and being in marketing, I know that it is hard to have these huge projects. And then when they are now given to the world, all you want to do is just make sure that people see them. So I want to partner with them in making sure that you guys see it. So we launched a contest. So if you go to, let's go ahead and pull up the page here, if I can find it. All right. So if you go to our dedicated contest page, you'll see that we put this page together. We've got the video actually loaded in. You can watch it. And then we've got some great prizes that we're giving away. On is giving away running shoes. We're giving away gift cards so you can buy On running shoes or On apparel, which we also have online with us and in our stores. But it's a really, really great documentary that will, I think, be an inspiration, especially at this time. And then more importantly, it's a fun way for us to give you an opportunity to win some great prizes. We've had several folks already enter. The contest ends on the 30th, I believe. I'm going to scroll down here to make sure I know for sure. But yeah, it ends on the 30th. So all you have to do is answer 5 quick questions, watch the video, share the video, answer the questions, and then you can win a pair of On running shoes or some gift card prizes from Omega Sports. So those are my Insta Faves. I've got tons of them. There's no way I could have packed the whole show on all of my Insta Faves, but definitely make sure the ones that we shared that you have a chance to follow and enjoy. Thank you guys for following us. Thank you for always coming to our show. We have a fantastic time every week. We work to put together some idea of a show, and then by Friday we kind of settle on a few things, and then by Saturday we go live. So I appreciate you guys taking your time to do that. I want to give a quick shout out to Aaron, who said so cute. I don't know if you're talking about me, Aaron, but I appreciate it. I'm assuming this is the puppy that we played, which was very cute. All right, guys, thank you for joining our show. Make sure you check us out every week at 10 a.m. live here on Facebook. I am Del with Omega Sports. You guys have a great weekend. It's a hot one out there. Make sure you're staying hydrated if you're out there running or doing any type of physical activity. And then, of course, if you want to stay cool and save a lot of money and enjoy, running shoes and sports apparel and sports gear, come to Omega Sports. We've got our mega sale happening this weekend. You guys have a fun weekend.